In a recent dream, I was standing on a bridge in Inverness overlooking the River Ness. As it flowed towards and under me, I felt an impression that God was saying, "This is my word. I want to flow into Scotland like I once did before." This started a journey and a paradigm shift in our life. Following the example of Jesus' disciples, we have laid down our nets and have decided to follow Jesus to Scotland. We discovered in the early days of our new journey that missionaries showed up on the beaches of England and Scotland as early as 320 AD. It wasn't until St. Columba, an Irish priest, landed on the west coast of Scotland in 563 AD that the church really started to grow. God's church saw continuous growth for centuries leading up to the 1860s. Between 1860 and 1925, the church saw its growth level out. Scotland boasted 34,000 churches with over 44,000 full-time paid ministers, pastors, or other workers. However, the devastation of World War I took its toll on world, but the UK had suffered tremendously. World War I nearly irradiated the aristocracy and severely impeded the growth of the church. Following World War I and World War II, the church started to decline in great numbers. The reasons vary, but to name a few, the church faced scandals, traditional mindsets, and failure to grow. The attendance was notable when comparing the census of 1925 and 2024. In 1925, a census showed that 80.4% of the UK, 84% of Scotland, claimed to be Christian compared to less than 50% in 2024. In 1925, there were 34,000 churches, whereas now there are less than 11,000 places of worship. In 1925, there were 44,000 full-time paid clergy, and now there are less than 4,000. The failure of the Seed Church in handling social issues, stuck in tradition and outside influence like the humanist movement, has nearly decimated the church in Scotland. There is a hope, though. God, Jesus, is still in control and sits on his throne. Where Jesus is, there is hope. His hope resides in his people, like that of God's Not Dead Ministries, who have a heart for the UK. The vision and mission are simple. The vision is to reach the lost through serving the children of God, to lead radical transformation for Jesus Christ in Scotland and around the globe. The mission to accomplish the vision is to share the gospel of Jesus Christ, to bring people into a personal relationship with a living and loving God, training up disciples as Jesus commanded us. We are not any more special than anyone else except one small thing. We live in the service on the one true living King of the universe. All we want to do is love others and share life. We can't do that without help. To live in Scotland under our visa, we aren't allowed to work. We have to be fully supported. This means we need your help. There are a number of ways you can help. The first doesn't cost you anything. Please pray for us. We are trying to reach people no one else is reaching. Second, we have to live and do ministry on very limited funds. We ask our partners to donate or give $100 a month or more. You can start giving today at www.godsnotdead.org/donate. Please consider partnering with us to help change lives for Jesus.